is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here, and it is time for our Brown Sim. It is week number 6. Our Browns are 1-4, which is more or less where we thought they would be again. If you remember what the goal of the year is, according to us and many other people, it was this: get a bunch of rookies to play, get them playing well, see what you've got in the rookie quarterbacks, and you're not going to win along the way because you want more high draft picks, even if they're in the 5th round. And they acquired a couple more picks even this week. Also flip-flopping a couple of players as well. Of course, Cam Robinson, hopefully we're getting the start tonight. We hope. We have not heard officially, but gosh, I hope that he does. And then, of course, Tyson Campbell coming over midway through, and he is going to be starting. Stand by for the kickoff. There he is, the ageless one, Aaron Rodgers. And yes, Alex, I do have Tyson Campbell in there wearing number 7. You'll see him there at the bottom of the screen, prominently displayed. Looks like he's going to match up here with DK Metcalf to start the game. Rodgers turns around, gives it to Warren. Big hole up the middle, and Jalen Warren's got 11 and a first down to start the game for the Steelers. Have not seen an updated injury report yet. I'm going to assume Mike Hall not back just yet. If he is, that would be great, but I have not seen anything to indicate that he's ready to go this week. But Malik Collins has been playing exceptional, and of course so has Mason Graham. Appreciate everybody being on. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Only place on YouTube you're going to find Jalen Warren going up the middle on a big gainer, another game of 11. Only place you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Welcome in. Keith, drive safe. Hey, Karen. Hey, Alex. Hey, Dwayne. And hey, Jim. Howdy to you. Let's go, Browns. Indeed. Here comes this 4-step drop. Aaron Rodgers to the right side. Going to dump it late to his tight end. Freiermuth dealt it right on him. Gain of 4 for the black and gold. Here in Acrisure Stadium. It'll always be Heinz Field to me, of course. Across the middle. Short throw and a short catch. That's Jonnu Smith, who came over in the Jalen Ramsey, Minka Fitzpatrick trade. Jonnu Smith's been a big piece for them. Here comes the 3rd and 3. I guess my question is, man, 2 days of practice, are you able to pick up enough lingo to play defense as a quarterback? I guess we're going to find out. My assumption is that he's going to play. He did practice today. Rodgers fires over the middle on a skinny post and a first down as Calvin Austin beat Denzel Ward. And a first down Steelers as they're driving nicely to start the football game here. I do want to thank all of my subscribers, over 1,170 of you who picked up another one even last night after the Buckeye Sim. If that was you, I appreciate it. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. Continue to spread the word and hit that thumbs up button as well. Rodgers now fired left side. Good coverage that time by Miles Harden. Expecting lots of man coverage indeed, Jim. That is what Tyson Campbell does well, and Jacksonville has gone away from that. They're playing much more zone this year, which is why he is quote-unquote struggling and why they deemed him to be replaceable, if you will. Newsome has been decent for us, but he was going to play his way into a much bigger contract than the one that Campbell has, and Austin's down at the 1. Delpit saves a touchdown, 1st and goal Steelers. Campbell was extended a year ago, so he's under contract for several more years, and will be significantly cheaper in the long run than Newsome, and he's already gotten $30 million guaranteed from the Jaguars. So, and because it's his 5th-year deal, all of the money, all of the cap money for Newsome goes with him. So it's basically a wash, but you've got a player extended past this year. There's only like 34 guys on the roster even under contract for next year, so it's going to be a big turnover anyways. They run a jet sweep with Jonnu Smith, and Shelby Harris shuts it down. So on the field, it could be a wash. Maybe he gives you a little spark, maybe not. But it's a player that they feel like they can use, and again, he's under contract for next year, which is, at this point, one of the biggest questions. Is it feels like we're headed for next year, and Jalen Warren just walks into the end zone. No Browns on that side of the field, and that was a pretty easy drive there for the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers. Browns did not make him sweat once. I guess it's a good question, Alex. I suppose it's too early to tell. He definitely had some up and downs for us. He's going to leave with 3 career interceptions in 5 years. I don't know if that's worth a first-round pick. Heart and soul in many ways. The choreography leader of that defense, he would dance after the smallest amount of success. The king of swag, if you will, on that defense. So we'll have to see how it goes. Denzel Ward said in his presser today that he cried. So, I mean, these guys are more than friends and more than teammates, they're brothers. And so, again, they traded a captain this week and a 4-year starter. Okay, well, here we go. Last season, he didn't do any of those things. Those are interesting stat lines. Let's see what he looks like in start number 2. He played pretty darn well in the sim for us. And actually, he played pretty well in the real game as well. Spin up the middle. Sampson gets the first hit in. A bevy of defenders led by Jabril Peppers. Former Brown member, he and David Njoku taken in the first round together years ago. Njoku, by the way, if you're listening, if you're paying attention at home, I would guess that Njoku will be the next vet to get traded, especially if they can get any amount of value for him, like a second, God forbid, even a first-round pick. Sampson will go wide, and he won't get it. 3rd and 14 coming up. Alex Highsmith really turned into a very nice Robin on the other side of J.J. Watt's Batman now. 3rd and very long, which is what you do not want to get into. Daniel, what's up, buddy? Nagy on Sports Indeed. You've joined us. Big throw left side. Gabriel floats it into triple coverage. Incomplete. And Jalen Ramsey knocks it down. Well, that was not necessarily the way that you draw it up. Pepper's there with the Guardian cap. Still looks a little funny. And if you've seen Spaceballs, it gives me flashbacks. But definitely okay with guys wanting to feel a little bit more safe out there on the football field. So the Browns are going to go 3 and out. They'll punt away. Pittsburgh 3-1 in the lead in this division. This AFC North, which has turned into a gobbledygook of mess. Joe Burrow's injury, Lamar Jackson's injuries, and before that, the Ravens couldn't stop anybody, except for us, of course, because we have a historically bad offense yet again. We have not scored 17 points, more than 17 points in like 11 games or something crazy like that. We haven't won in Pittsburgh in the regular season since 2003 when Tim Couch and Weedhead Willie Green were on the team. So up to the line by Collins, and now a 3rd and long coming up. Let's see if Miles can get home. Where is he at? Bottom of your screen now. Double A gap look here. Schlesinger and Bush right there. Let's see if they come. Nope, they'll both drop out. Rodgers, happy feet. Fired over the middle. Knocked down by Graham. So 2 knocked down passes for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers will punt. Lefty punt from Corliss Waitman. Here comes Larvidan, and will be tackled immediately by James Pierre. Okay, well, let's see if we can get positive yardage this time. First of all, let's get number 10 in the backfield, not number 22. No offense, 22 is a good change of pace, but he is not the hammer. Good John, very good. Up the middle now. First run for him. He'll be stuffed at the line. Jalen Ramsey was there. Jack Conklin. Not sure why the cameraman's looking to look at him, but he is. Versus Steelers addressing the interior of that line as Cameron Hayward continues to age. Derek Harmon, their first-round pick out of Oregon, former teammate, of course, of Dylan Gabriel. Double drag. Hey, and Jerry Jeudy caught it. A Bronx cheer for Jerry Jeudy, who is currently rated 75 out of 75 receivers in PFF. The worst NFL wide receiver, and he is getting $41 million guaranteed dollars for us, and the blitz comes before Gabriel can swing it out to Judkins, who would have had a first down and more. J.J. Watt forces him to get rid of the football, and the Browns' offense, unfortunately, now in the sim, starting to look pretty realistic. Worquez in the battle of the lefty punters. I know, it's wild. He's been awful. I do not understand it. At some point, like, dude, let's have some pride here, man. Come on. Do your job. Fleecing us for cash. You are steal. I will drop passes for half of the amount of money that he's doing it. Heck, a quarter of the amount of money he's doing it. Rodgers fired over the middle. Wide open. First down again. Schlesinger a little bit late to get over. He found a spot in the zone. Already the third catch for Calvin Austin. He was turning into a very nice wide receiver number 2 again with the prowess of DK Metcalf. You can see the zone there. Anytime those linebackers are in that straight line, you know it's a zone. And try to find a hole in it, and that's what Rodgers did that time. Hey, gamers, welcome in. We talked about it a little bit up at the top. I think it signals to us that they are more concerned about the long-termness of this team, which is everything they've done up to this point would suggest that, right? He's under contract for several more years. Talent-wise, he's probably pretty close to what Newsome provides for you. He's a very good man-to-man defender, which is why he became expendable in Jacksonville. And because they've gone to mostly zone. And so, yeah, he's cheaper this year, I think, than Newsome. He's under contract. He's already been given his guarantee by Jacksonville, so he becomes cheaper overall. And if Newsome balls out, big shot right side, caught it, no, knocked away by Ward. Austin had it in his hand, and Ward swats it away. What a play for the Warden. But let's just say Newsome balls out, and then all of a sudden they got to try to extend him now, and they are given another cornerback, another player on the defense. What, $15, $20 million a year for how many years when you need to be spending that money on the offensive side of the football? So this is basically a wash financially. It's not going to cost them any more money moving forward. They get a similar type player. It's a very Andrew Berry type move that makes really good sense on paper and on a spreadsheet. But again, time will tell how it fits in a locker room. There's going to be a lot of hurt feelings, as there already are. Again, if you didn't hear, gamers, Ward said he cried about it when he heard the trade. Because these guys are brothers, man. These guys bleed, sweat, and cry together. Now Gabriel feeling some pressure. Now he'll get out of it, but TJ Watt chases him down. Short gain on the play of 2 yards for Gabriel, as he tried to avoid it and get out of it in a 3rd and 11, and the Browns still struggling for yardage here. They have the 1 first down to Jerry Jeudy, and that is it. Now back to pass. Pressure coming. Gabriel will step up. He's got some green grass. 25 to the 30, and he'll slide short of the line. And short of Darius Slay Jr. Because again, the Steelers, if they get this win this weekend at 4-1, they're going to feel like they're running to the division crown. 9 wins probably wins the North. And that's the craziest thing about this, is that even with the Browns in the middle of a rebuild where they didn't expect to win a lot, they're a few plays away from being like the 3-2 football team, which is wild to me. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Appreciate everybody being on again. Phil Nagy on sports. Aaron Rodgers and his Steelers up 7-0, 4:06 to play. Got the Philip Warren. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely had some good games. It's just, something between years, I think. I don't know. In regards to Jeudy there, Alex. Pressure over the middle, or a little jet sweep once again to Jonnu Smith. Sets up a big 3rd down. I do think big offensive pieces will move, gamers, but I don't think we're going to be getting anybody big. I think we want draft picks, or maybe young guys under contract, but... Oh, we're going to get a bailout. PI, are you kidding me? Hey, welcome to the Browns, Tyson Campbell. A 27-yard pass interference penalty that would have got us off the field. You are officially a member of the Cleveland Browns now, buddy. Welcome. This is how the rest of your life is going to go. This team is cursed. I literally think the ground in which the stadium is built on is cursed ground, which is why I'm all in favor of the Brook Park move. It can't be worse. And at least I'll have to do it without freezing my nubbins off. Nice tackle by Schlesinger in space. Another 3rd and long. Let's see if we can get ourselves off the field. Gamers, I do believe that David Njoku gets traded this year before the deadline. Throw to the right side. Does he have the room to get it? He does it. Nice tackle in space by Denzel Ward. 4th down for the Steelers here. Long field goal attempt, or maybe they'll try to go for it. Let's see what Tomlin wants to do here. So I see Njoku getting traded. He's at the end of his year. He's not under contract for next year. We've paid him big money. He seems to have regressed a little bit this season, as Boswell's going to try a 55-yarder, and he's going to drill it 10-0 Steelers. My hope is that he's going to, I think they want him to ball out for over the next couple weeks and then try to get something for him. Either a first-round pick, a second-round pick, maybe a second and a third. Again, I'm not sure anybody's going to give you like a young, talented offensive player for him, but maybe that's a possibility for a team that's trying to contend and feels like they're in a dynamic tight end away from that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. Teller could get traded. Gosh, if Conklin stays healthy, maybe Conklin gets traded. I mean, basically anybody who's not under contract for next year, it's like the old hockey free agency. Like, they're going to hit free agency anyway, so you can get somebody to rent them from you for a draft pick. Why wouldn't you do it? Yeah, Alex, I mean, it stinks. That's what happens when you've been a team of a football. There were Browns players that I loved from 20 years ago that have all moved on. You know what I mean? Like, I loved Joe Hayden. At some point, they moved on from Joe. And Dylan's going to get a first down, and he'll slide at the 44. And finally, they're getting some breathing room up near the midfield stripe for the first down all game. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they're down 10. So, yeah, it's the stinky part about it. And, again, all of this, just remember, no gamers. This was his fifth year of his fifth-year option. He was a rookie, so they had the fifth-year option. So he was paid for this year. They would have had to extend him after this year, and he would have wanted big cornerback number one type money. So now Jacksonville gets to do that if they want. Otherwise, they rent him for the remainder of the season, and it becomes a free agency. Irony of ironies is he could come back. He could sign with the Browns next year. 10-0. Flip the field. Let's try to get something going here. Empty set now for Gabriel. Got to get the ball out of his hands quick. The blitz comes. They feel it. He'll fire over the middle. Oh, caught. Nope, couldn't hold on. Isaiah Bond, incomplete. 3rd and 8. Another receiver with a drop. That's what the Browns do right now. Terrible O-line, terrible receivers. Really good tight ends and running backs. Very young quarterback. He'll float it left side into interception territory. It's going to be picked off. Joey Porter Jr., he might go all the way, juking his way to the 45, to the 30, and then the 35. And a tackle by Jerome Ford, who's throwing a little bit of a tantrum there after the play. But Joey Porter intercepts the rookie as Gabriel just threw that prayer up. And unfortunately, this looks extremely familiar right now. Pressure coming. What a gross-looking pass. And a jump ball to Jerry Jeudy that was underthrown. And Joey Porter makes him pay. First turnover of the game, which is one thing that Gillen Gabriel did not do in London, was turn the football over. First time in 11 games, by the way, that a Browns quarterback had not turned the football over. So he's already making some headway there. Now, the game has no idea what he should or shouldn't be. Maybe if he continues to progress, I feel comfortable buffing him a little bit. I have nerfed some guys, Jerry Jeudy first and foremost, but like they had Harold Fannin way lower than he was, Quinshawn a little bit lower than he was. I've been nerfing our offensive line. Malik Collins has gotten buffed, so some guys are. I'm trying to keep it, and I'm not just doing that with that. I'm doing that with players around the league as well. So guys who have really been stinky or really been awesome are getting that treatment here from us at pnagsports. We try to recreate reality. Another zone coverage, another hole in that zone, and Tyson Campbell not great at the zone coverage. Why nerf Jeudy? Because he's been awful, gamers. He's the worst NFL. He's the worst receiver in the NFL right now, according to PFF. 75th out of 75 eligible wide receivers in the NFL. He was playing the worst football of any wide receiver in the NFL. So he doesn't deserve to be at 86 in the game. Sorry. So yeah, I nerfed him because he's been bad. And I buffed Fannin and I buffed Judkins because they've been good. How about Schlesinger shooting the gap for a big TFL, baby, 3rd and 13. So yeah, that's why I did it, gamers. Trying to keep it realistic for us, baby. All right, shotgun now, 3rd and 13. Jonnu Smith moves from left to right. Rodgers out of the shotgun. Frazier snaps it back now. Back to pass. 4-man rush. They get a little bit of pressure, so he'll step up, and he'll run right into the waiting arms of Miles Harden and Devin Bush. And that is not what Aaron Rodgers wants to do. He'll scramble for a couple yards, and their Browns are going to hold up and get a field goal attempt here. Can they get anything going on the offensive side of the football? Kick is up, and the kick is good. 13-0 here for the Browns. Where's someone like Quinshawn Judkins up the middle? We're going to do a little situational coach mode. Again, I do not even know how to play on the PC with this mouse and this QWERTY keyboard. Oh no! Ball pops out! Who's got it? Oh, Larbadan fell back on it. Oh boy. Oh boy, my heart skipped a beat there for a second. Shoosh. Oh no, they recovered! It did skip a beat. Oh boy, I was like, why am I looking at defensive plays? Larbadan fumbles the kick, and it's returned by the Steelers at the 21-yard line. Unbelievable. I can't even make this stuff up anymore. This is so authentically Browns right now. Warren up the middle, looked like a shot from Bush. And oh, by the way, the defense is to be exhausted. Miles shaking Jalen Warren's hand. Come get me. He's probably saying, come get me, come get me. I do not expect Miles to be traded, but man, if he did, that would shake things up, huh? Up at left side to Warren. 3rd and 4. Hold them to a field goal, D. That's all you can do. Or turn the ball over yourselves, I guess. They'll change the formation. Warren checks back into the backfield on the right hip of the ageless one. Aaron Rodgers fired left side. End zone. Knocked away. What a play. There he is. Tyson Campbell, number 7. Incomplete as he knocks it out of the hands of DK Metcalf. And a huge play for the Browns defense to save Gage Larbadan's bacon. And Boswell's kick is up, and it's good now. 16-0 for the Steelers. Browns have been abysmal. Yes, Alex, it feels like the most Browns game ever. Larbadan, just hold on to the football, kid. And he does. Tackled by Captain Jack Sawyer. All right, here we go. Let's just do some, like, runs up the middle. Where are the runs up the middle? Why can't we just run up the middle here? Again, situational coach mode. All I do is take us to this camera very carefully and snap the ball. Now Judkins up the middle. Hey, see how hard that was? More of that, please. Gabriel in a shotgun. Dylan Sampson this time, angling left for 3. 3rd and 1. Gabriel climbing under center, turn around, give it to your running back, Sampson. Oh, sweet little juke over the backfield. First down, Dylan Sampson to the 40-yard line. 3 consecutive runs and a nice first down. Now let's try some play-action pass with easy crossers. Come on, do the right thing here. Or take a sack. That works too. TJ Watt. Awesome. Awesome. Motion coming from Jamari Thrash on this one. Gabriel fired over the middle and complete again. You gotta be kidding me. Over the head of Isaiah Bond. And into the hands of Deshaun Elliott. Well, I guess coach mode is not the answer either. As Gabriel has now thrown 2 interceptions, doing his best Joe Flacco impersonation. And we may get to sugar in this game, for Pete's sake. Rodgers, he'll roll left and he'll dump it to the feet. Diabate. That was a dot to the defense. Are you talking about the sim play calling, Karen, or the real Browns play calling? Especially last week against the Vikings. They just wanted the ball to get out of Dylan's hands immediately. Pressure coming. Miles will hit him. Force an incompletion. Another 3rd and long. Can the Browns get off the field? Come on, D. Bail us out again like you couldn't do against Minnesota. Deep shot. Rodgers, right side, end zone. Touchdown. Cameraman thinks Calvin Austin might be the guilty party here. Oh, now Denzel Ward gets in the frame. What's going to be the call here?
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, of course. Pass interference on Denzel Ward in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. First of all, it looked like Denzel had been chucked about 8 yards out of the back of the end zone. But somehow penalty on him, and now the refs have entered the fray as well, and it's 23-0. I always look so excited and look forward to the Sims, and then so quickly they can just steal my joy. steal my joy. Larbanan, hold on to the football, kid. Yeah, 23 zip indeed. Defense is just exhausted. Stefanski looks like he's challenging his guys. Look at that, 3 turnovers all season, which is not quite real. 3 of them today. 2 interceptions and the fumble on the kickoff. They've had short field after short field. 3 tight end look here. Jerome Ford into the game. Gabriel, now he'll immediately start running for his life. 30. He's got a first down, though, and he'll dive down at the 40-yard line. Been the most effective thing they've done so far is Dylan Gabriel with his legs. Triple tight end look again. Jerome Ford stays in the game. Turn around, give it to Ford. He'll try to go left, and he'll lose a yard. Alexi Smith. Yeah, we are looking like poo. Yep, lots of short passes are running the ball. Well, I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. I see what their offense is. I've got a lot of those same plays in our playbook. Out of the pistol now. Dylan Gabriel, pressure up his face. Now he'll dump it to the right side. Very short throw, and it's caught by Judkins, who gets drilled immediately. And I think they gained a yard, if anything. 3rd and 11, once again, our favorite down. Gabriel back to pass against a 4-man rush, and he'll be sacked. As Joel Bitonio got destroyed by another aging veteran who might be in his last season, Cam Hayward. 4th and 18. We may have to make the move at halftime, gamers, just to keep us all interested in this product. Now, to be fair, very little of this is Gabriel's fault, but we know, as Kit likes to remind us and point out, that Madden really loves to in-game nerf a player if they're playing poorly, and right now, Dylan Gabriel is playing poorly. Rodgers, on the other hand, at least he's actually have to go down the field this time. He's not getting the ball on the 20-yard line of the Browns. Play action for Rodgers. Quick throw to the right side. Caught by Connor Hayward, brother of Cameron Hayward. Both of them sons of Ironhead Hayward. Bunch to the left side. Rodgers delayed handoff to Warren up the middle, and he'll be stuffed right there by Mason Graham. Nice TFL for our rookie, number 5 overall pick, Mason Graham. Having a very nice season again. At this point, it's about the rookies looking good, playing well, seeing what both rookie quarterbacks can do. As Denzel Ward just got juked out the gym by Jalen Warren. And remembering that we're not going to win a lot of games in the process, but that's okay. High draft picks, and we have a boatload of them. And gosh, if they can draft next year like they drafted this year, that's basically a whole team's worth of rookies or first-year, second-year players. And if they can hit the way they've hit now, really calls the plays that way to protect his guys. I will say, if nothing else, man, he does everything in his power to try to protect his players. I would probably love playing for him because he's never going to throw me under the bus. He's going to try to put me in the best chance to succeed, as Campbell maybe saves a touchdown after missing the first tackle. That's right, break out the Dude Wipes, Jim. Gosh, I cannot believe they have a sponsorship from the freaking Butt Wipe Company. I understand their money still cashes the same, but really, like, read the room. Read the room. 1st and 10 at the 25. Browns defense sucking wind now. Huffing and puffing as the Steelers have been on the field for most of the game on offense. Miles runs right past him, throw it to a wide open receiver. That's Freiermuth out of bounds at the 10, 1st and goal. 200 yards passing now for Rodgers in this first half, which has been all Steelers. Browns with 3 turnovers, all giving them extra short fields. They try to go right with the rookie Caleb Johnson from Iowa, and Swessinger, our rookie from the Big Ten, UCLA product, knocks him to the ground. Another TFL, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Mercifully. Guys, I've enjoyed the time with you. I can't say that I'm enjoying the game, but enjoy spending time with you, Nagy Nation here. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel here. The only place you're going to find simulated sporting events with live original commentary. Now Rodgers fired over the middle, caught by a wide open Scotty Miller, and he'll be drilled to the ground. 3rd and goal now from the 4-yard line, and the Browns will actually call timeout. Stefanski wants to save a little bit of time.
It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I mean, it could. I mean, ultimately, if it keeps being bad, at some point, Haslam will be done with it, and he'll get fired. So I've tried to protect him for a long time. I think he's a good coach. I think they are reeling from Aaron Rodgers running into the end zone. 30-0 at the half. Unbelievable. They're still reeling, friends, from the worst trade in NFL history, sports history. And they will be reeling for several more years from it. And he is the coach, unfortunately, during that time. And this is the best that they can do. They have made their bed. They took a swing at the position that matters the most. It backfired in the worst possible way. And now we are paying for those sins. And he's just unfortunately happens to be the coach during that disgustingness. 2 timeouts. I'll make the move at half. What the heck? If they're down 30-0 at halftime, I wouldn't see why not. Of course, they might go to Bailey Zappi. Bailey Zappi is not even on our roster because it doesn't let you sign veterans to the practice squad in the game. Now, Gabriel, I do think plays well in the 2-minute drill. He'll float a deep shot into double coverage. Tipped. Oh my gosh, he was almost picked again by Peppers. As I say that, I feel like Gabriel operates well in a 2-minute drill. Let's see if he does so here. 3rd and 3. They got to get a first down at least. Gabriel stepping up. He'll run for it. 40. Nearing the 45. He'll dive down at the 42, and Kevin calls timeout number 2. 1:18 to go. Josh Johnson. He may still be the 3rd string emergency quarterback for Baltimore. Pressure coming, and he'll be caught from behind by Highsmith, and the Browns will have to hurry back to the line. Kevin trying to save that last time. He's still got a minute left. He got lots of time. Gabriel running again for his life. 40 to the 45 to the 50. He's going to have about 100 yards rushing before all is said and done. He'll take a big tackle to the 28. Look at that. 7 carries for 75 yards today for Dylan Gabriel. And they'll hurry up to the line. 40 seconds and counting. In field goal range now, if it matters. Gabriel, step up, dump it short. That's going to be Harold Fannin for a short gain of 7. They got to hurry. They got to call the timeout. Call it. Call it. Call it. Oh, boy. Gabriel, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. This is going to be the last play of the half. Throw it to the end zone. 3-2. Corley tackled at the 1. Such a Browns way to end the half. Oh, goodness. Wait, take the final timeout. They try to save it. They throw it to Malachi Corley. He catches it, and he gets tackled at the 1-yard line. 0 seconds on the clock. 30-0. Yeah, he fought for it, though. You did fight for it. A couple of the highlights here. That was the very nice throw to Deshaun Elliott, not Isaiah Bond. Gabriel, 5 for 11 for 116 and 2 picks. He also has 7 carries for 75 yards. Again, not necessarily his fault, but we got to make a change here. We got to mix something up. So that's what we're going to do. Browns are going to get the second half kick. We've already fumbled one. Please don't fumble another. Larvadale. Tackled by Jack Sawyer. Again. All right. I think we go here. And then I go here. Depth chart. There he is. 68, baby. Shedeur Sanders into the football game. Sorry, Dylan. Not your fault. But if they're down 30-0, you know they're making a change. Sugar into the game. Here we go. Sanders, first drop back. He'll step up, fire across the middle. It's a dart to Bond for 11 and a first down. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. 11-yard completion. Oh, boy. Hit it off up the middle. Dylan Sampson for a couple. Joel Batonio's like, why did I come out of retirement for this? / why didn't I go to retirement for this? Oh, man. Alex, we can't even put that out in the ethos just yet. Again, 30 points and a half of football is a lot unless a team turns it over 3 times, which they just did. Isaiah Bond over the middle for 9. Actually, for 7, rather. That was a really short throw. Double tight ends to the right side. Sugar, 3-step drop. Shedeur sacked. What the heck? We should go for it, right? They definitely weren't going to go for it. That play looks like it might work. I don't even know how to flip it, guys. I don't even know how this game works. Motion coming. Shador, left side throw, and he's going to throw a pick, and it's going to go to the house. Oh, I can't make this stuff up, guys. I can't. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was a terrible throw. Oh, brother, where art thou? Oh, we're down to 5 people on the sim right now. I wouldn't want to watch this either. I have to stay on for another 26 minutes and 57 seconds. Bo, turn it off. Go away. Walk away slowly. It's been brutal. He's not even in the game. I don't have him on the roster yet. You're stuck. You're stuck with Sugar now, baby. He's got his first NFL touchdown pass, though, if that makes you feel better. Yeah, if you're a real glutton for punishment, nice throw to Fannin. If you're a real glutton for punishment, you can hang with me. I feel like we need to go to the running clock, like the old high school games when you're up 30 at half. They go running clock. Well, I don't think the Seahawks want to get rid of him. He's playing pretty well. He's got a real nice connection going with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Oh, my God, that was so far behind Jerry Jeudy and almost picked off again. That's right, Sugar. We're going down swinging. You know it, Jim. Great song. Good band. Here's a 3rd and 6. Shador. Just a 3-man rush. Look at Posick get thrown backwards. Shador chucks it into double coverage. It's incomplete. Oh, this sim needs him. That's right, Karen. She ain't going anywhere. Browns just as awful as they are in real life, unfortunately, on offense right now. They've had 4 turnovers, which have directly led to points every time for the Steelers. Steelers might put the backups in. They may go second string on us. Mason Rudolph may play the second half for all we know. Tomlin's like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I get to be in a division with the Browns for my entire career. Stretch it left, or excuse me, to the right side, and at some point the defense is just going to be like, you know what, we're done. We out. Yeah, Bo, I don't know if you would need to, unless you want to watch 3 turnovers by the Browns and a fairly abysmal performance. A pretty nice 2-minute drive that fell 1 yard and 0 seconds short of the end zone. Otherwise, it would be 37-7 at least. Nice tackle in space by the new cornerback, Tyson Campbell, going to be wearing number 7. But I do appreciate the faithful hanging out with me tonight again. Phil Nagy on Sports Shorty. Hey, Miles hits him, and it's incomplete. Somehow he's able to throw that ball sideways behind his back while being tackled by Myles Garrett. Is it too much to ask for a punt glitch? Like last game. Knocked away. Nice play again by Denzel. The punt upcoming for the Steelers. It's been the story of the year, gamers. Great defense until the drive that they needed to be great in London, and bad offense. RPO left side, throw it to the Chief, his first catch of the day, and the Chief stretches forward for a gain of 15 and a first down. 144 to 255. They only have 255 yards of offense because we've turned the ball over to them 3 times inside our own 30. So they've had some short fields, and of course a pick 6 in there as well. Now they'll lose 3. Sampson stays in the game. I may need to take Sampson out of a couple of these formations. Give us more Quinshaw. Nice run up the middle here, breaking the tackle, and then taken down at the 38. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your stream is glitching, Bo. Appears to be okay on my end. Shador, deep shot, right side, double coverage, and it's picked off again. Unbelievable tip into the hands. It's Juan Thornhill, of course it is. Tips it to Darius Slay. And it is turnover number 5 for the Browns. I can't make this up, friends. Look at that. 5 turnovers to 0. Come on, Madden. How you going to do us like that? Hey, a sack from Isaiah McGuire. I'm going to take so much joy and force winning this win for the Browns because you're doing us so dirty like this. Yeah, we're just playing catch with them. I cannot do anything to turn the turnover. There's not a turnover slider, I'm afraid. We have a 68 rated quarterback who's already thrown 1, so he's got an in-game accuracy nerf, I'm sure. There is not a slider for turnovers. Caught for a first down. Angle route. Jalen Warren. Maybe. I'm sure he's just exhausted. They've been on the field the whole darn game. Warren will try to go wide. Carson Swessinger, man. This kid, something else. Very excited about him. If there's some possible way that he and JOK can play linebacker together. Oh boy. 6.5 to go, third quarter, mercifully. Hey, Marlowe, welcome in. It's been ugly. Tipped away. Nice play there by Tyson Campbell, the new Brown. He's had a couple of impact plays. Hope you're doing well, Marlowe. Yeah, Rodgers hasn't had to break a sweat yet. He ran for a touchdown. He might have broken a sweat on that one. He'll throw it again. They're just chucking the ball deep into single coverage, and this time Warren knocks it away nicely. Denzel's had some good plays as well. They're going to try a 57-yarder with Boswell to put it at an even 40 spot. Again, if you're just joining us, Marlowe, appreciate you being on. Phil Nagy on Sports. The Browns have turned it over 5 times. It was 30-0 at halftime. And so we made the switch to Shedeur Sanders, and he proceeded to come in and throw a pick 6 on his first drive. I think the Browns have maybe 4 first downs in the whole game. I think they have more turnovers than first downs right now as Malachi Corley gets up to the 30. But we're sticking with Shedeur. He's going to get the second half here. Look at that, 275 to 148. Shedeur back to pass. Step up, fire left side. That's a nice throw to Jerry Jeudy, and he actually caught it. Snaps for Jerry Jeudy. Worst receiver in the NFL, according to PFF. Back to pass. Screen pass, left side. Quinchon, first down, 45, 50. Get 10 more touches. That's what I say. He stays in the game now in the shotgun. Cross midfield. I think we've been here one other time in the game. They'll try to go wide and can't get around the grasp of the very talented TJ Watt. Do appreciate my subscribers. Also hit that thumbs up video, not because it's a pretty great product, but because you want to help me grow our sim audience here at Nagy on Sports. We do Buckeyes games on Wednesday nights. Buckeyes won last night against Illinois. It was a close one. If they win the Yellow Buck, we remain undefeated in our sim season. Again, we are matching reality both in this game and in the college football game so that the playoffs will hopefully be as accurate as possible. Keeping in mind that I'm not simulating every college football game, but I am simulating every Power 4 conference game. Shedeur with a rifle to the right, shot to thrash. First down at the 18. Ooh, he had some heat on that one. First really nice throw of the day. Downfield a little bit. Now a heavy pistol with Quinchon and Dillon in the backfield. Like this look. Turn around, play action. Whoop! Maybe it was supposed to be play action. Ball pops out. Where's it at? It's picked up by big Cam Robinson, and somehow we net 3 yards out of it. What a weird play. At first it looked like he didn't want to hand off, and he was getting sacked, and then somehow Sampson had the ball, and then Sampson fumbled, and then big Cam Robinson, who, gosh, I hope can play left tackle this week for KT Leviston. Brutally bad as Leviston been. Blitz coming again. Quinchon helps to pick it up. Shedeur stands there and gets sacked. Cam Hayward once again just reminding Joel Bitonio that he should have retired. 3rd and 14 now for the Browns. One of the most Browns plays ever. It feels like every week we're being introduced to something that's the most Browns thing ever. Shedeur back to pass. 4-man rush. Look at Bitonio get drilled again, and it's an incomplete pass because Cam Hayward was about to take his head off. I think Kevin kicks here. Yeah, let's keep this thing from being a shutout. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's take a field goal. 40-3 is disgusting. And that's assuming Schmidt puts it in, and he does. 40-3. Embarrassing. Just an embarrassment here tonight on pnagsports. Gamers, fortunately, he didn't, for all of our sakes. 2nd and 15. He's 37 short points away. Which is so funny because, again, we've already talked about it's been, what, 20 games or something that this team has been under 20 points. They can't score more than 17 points right now. So the idea that they're even down, once they were down 20-0, it was over. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's everything. It's a bad line. It's the young quarterback play now. Not good quarterback play from Flacco. The receivers dropping things. Fan has dropped a couple things. Judy's been, like I said, been awful. They have 0 receivers. They're not getting any separation. Teams are playing a ton of too high shell man against them, and they can't get any separation. So they're just dumping it off to tight ends and running backs all day. That's the offense right now. It's pretty gross. Slant to the right side. DK Metcalf beats really nice coverage by Denzel Ward. Harden saves the first down. Maybe Tomlin just goes for it. Put us out of our misery, Mike. Further put us out of our misery. Again, remember the last time the Browns won in Pittsburgh during the regular season, the playoff game with Baker and COVID year notwithstanding. Last time they won a game in the regular season at Pittsburgh, it was 2003. Tim Couch and William Green is the running back. Otherwise, we have not won in Pittsburgh since then. Shador handed off to Quinshawn at the middle. Quinshawn for 2. Like Quinshawn, man, he's been very good. Very, very good. Yeah, absolutely, Bo. Shador quick enough throw across the middle. Isaiah Bond catches it for about 2 yards. That was a 2-yard drag route. They don't have to snap it. And so they won't. Fourth quarter time. Mercifully. Oh, God. 40-3. It has been a brutal showing for the Browns. Now, again, for a while, we were matching it. Recently, it's been opposite day with the sim. So maybe, just maybe, the Browns will do something in real life. But again, is winning what you actually want them to do this season? Remember that the goal of the season is not to win this year. Unfortunately, it is just not. Just so's you knows. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5, though. Sanders stepping up, firing over the middle, and it's caught by Thrash for a first down to the 42. Nice play there. Jamari Thrash for the first down. Browns. 20-17. Giants lead the Eagles at halftime today. Wild. Jalen Hurts. Down 3. Sanders fired right side on the heat and caught it. Nope, dropped by the Chief. Another drop for the Chief. Jackson Dart has a running touchdown and a passing touchdown in this one as well. Cam Scattergood has a touchdown as well. Chief breaking a tackle, trying to make up for it. He'll actually get the first down. He let TJ Watt tackle him across the line. And that's a first down. Sanders, give it to Ford. He'll try to go wide. He'll get the corner. He'll spin around for a gain of 3. Juan Thornhill on the tackle. Yeah, it's preseason. The NBA doesn't really matter in the preseason. Frankly, the NBA doesn't really matter in the regular season either. Cavs need to figure out how to be good in the playoffs. Not that we won't enjoy watching the games, but really it doesn't matter. Get yourself to the playoffs and figure it out. Be healthy. More Evan Mobley in the offense. That's what I want for this year. Sanders going to stand in the pocket for a very long time and then finally fire a wobbler and incomplete. There's high-end talent at the top. I mean, I don't think there's a specific person, or there's certainly not a quarterback to tank for right now. This is not, Arch Manning is not doing what he thought. Drew Aller's not doing. Carson Beck. Lenora Sellers, Cade Klubnik, all these guys are not doing what we thought they were supposed to do. So it's not a quarterback that you're tanking for this year. 4th and 13 incomplete. It's game-changing players like Caleb Downs on defense. It's Ruben Bain, the pass rusher from Miami. It's some really high-end talent on the offensive line. And golly gosh, you need some offensive linemen. How about Carnell Tate in the first round? Or yeah, you have the number 3 pick and you don't love anybody and you get another 2 first-rounders to slide down a little bit. Like, it's been... What do you mean, gamers? You mean Shador in the game, every choice he's made? Or are you talking about somebody else? Second and 8 now. About the middle of the ruin. Breaking the tackle, first down. More big game to the left side. Ward will chase him down. And it's gone from worse to worser right now. For sure. I can show you the mock draft if you want. The first quote-unquote mock draft came out in the game, and they have us taking 2 offensive linemen. The stud right tackle from Miami, Francis Mauga, and a guy from Caleb Lomo, I think from Utah. So 2 big, nasty tackles is how they have us taking. Who they have us taking in the mock draft. But I'll show you the other kinds of... excuse me. Now, they obviously don't know how guys are playing in the real world. So it still has like Arch Manning going 2nd overall, which is just not going to happen. And they've got the defensive linemen for Clemson, who were super highly rated, going like top 5, and they have not played particularly well either. The whole Clemson team is underperforming, which is fine by me because I don't like Clemson. And yeah, more capital for 26 and 27. I mean, they already have a boatload of picks coming for next year as well. And again, if you have the number 2 pick overall, the number 3 pick overall, it's not just the number 3 pick overall, it's the number 3 pick in round 2 and round 3 and round 4. Like, being high helps in many ways. Did Collins jump, or did... He did. Half the distance to the goal, Malik Collins encroachment. 40-3. I mean, you got to go offense in the first round. You got to double up on offense. Again, at this point, there's not a quarterback in college football that I want on the Browns right now, other than Julian Sayin, and you got to wait another year to get him. He's been, I think, incredible. Now, it'll be interesting to see. You're going to have another touchdown, by the way, as they're poaching for the 50-burger. You're going to have Dante Moore and Mendoza playing each other, Oregon and Indiana. That could be a showcase. Those are kind of the 2 best quarterbacks now. Mendoza and Dante Moore, assuming Dante Moore wants to come out. He doesn't have to come out. But the kid who looks like he plays quarterback the best right now is a redshirt freshman from Ohio State University. That 5-star prospect's the one that I'm excited about to be my quarterback. Unless you're going to try to fleece the Texans for C.J. Stroud because you think they've given up on him, I wouldn't mind that one either. Gage Larvidan bullying somebody over, but otherwise, again, I would just go with the draft your guy and develop him the right way, because we've tried the get-rich-quick scheme and we are paying for it royally. Thank you, Deshaun. Who, in a weird, ironic kind of way, if there are injuries, could end up playing football for the Browns into this year. Not because they want him to, because he'll have to. Sanders will take off and scramble to the right. That would be the irony of ironies, as if he ends up coming in and having to play meaningful football snaps for you at the end of the season. When you basically want to wash your hands of it, but you can't. You're financially tied to him for years. The way they keep kicking the can of his cap hits down the road. He's going to be on the books for $80 million next year. Unless they do it again. Over the middle and incomplete. Dropped by Jamari Thrash. He might. I like him a lot. I thought maybe they were souring on him in Houston, and I would have made the phone call. Maybe the Browns did. Fire to the right side. What a throw! That was one nice throw on the run to Larvidan and a first down. Again, Shador has really nice arm talent. He's got really good accuracy, really good anticipation. It's just whether or not he can run an NFL offense right now. Again, I don't think anything was more important. It's a nice run by Jenkins to the 4. When we heard, it was the last preseason game, I think, or maybe the second one, I don't know. Whatever the one was home, because they were at the booth. Andrew Berry came up in the booth for like a quarter and talked with Chris Rose and Joe Thomas, who were running the game. And he said Shedeur Sanders is learning Mandarin for the first time and has to become fluent. That's the amount of work that he had to do from from college to the pros. That's a significant amount of work, and they give him extra work every day. No third-string quarterback gets the amount of work that he gets. They have special times. They are doing everything they can to invest in this kid. And if he's not ready, he's not ready. And if he's not the number 2 this weekend, he's not ready. And that's okay. I don't know why we want to rush him. Dylan is the much safer choice. He also has the much lower ceiling. He could be a great backup for years. Dropped. Because Browns. But I don't know why you're going to rush the kid in there when he's not ready. It only ends badly. And he is working hard, Jim. And yeah, he's weird and he does pantomime like he is a brand. And he's had a camera in his face since he was 15 years old. But that doesn't mean that he's ready to play quarterback for us yet, nor should we force him to play quarterback for us yet. We said it from the very beginning. Gabriel has the higher floor. Shedeur has the higher ceiling. Right now they're going with the higher floor. And Gabriel was not the biggest issue last week in his one NFL start. So let's see what it looks like. And yes, they have to completely remake the offensive line. Only, maybe Luke Whippler and Zach Zinter would be under contract for next year. And I guess DeJuan Jones, if he comes back healthy again from yet another long-term injury. But I think Conklin's done, Teller's done, Posic's done, Batonio's done. Hand off to Ward. Browns made another field goal, by the way, so it's only 47-6. Mercifully, this thing is ticking away towards the end. So anyway, that's where we're at. Again, my friends, we've said it for a long time. What did you think the goal of this season was? In the moment, in the summer, everybody's on board with the tank. Everybody's on board with the let's play a bunch of rookies, see how the young kids do. And we know we're not going to win, and we're okay with that. And all of a sudden, we're 1-4, and everybody's not okay with it. And I don't understand it. It's like, this is what we signed up for. We knew this was coming. This is all Watson's fault. And Jimmy Haslam, for whatever reason, has given Andrew Berry and Stefanski the get-out-of-jail-free card on the Watson thing. Whether it was their decision or it was his decision, we'll never know. But he has given them the opportunity to get out of the mess that this thing made. And they're in the middle of it. And it's a mess. And they have a Super Bowl caliber defense and one of the worst offenses in the history of the planet. And now people are starting to turn on the coach. Man, there was a lot of fire Stefanski this week, and I felt like I was defending him to the heel all week long. Like, friends, what did you think was supposed to happen this season? All right, COD Solo. First of all, welcome in. And Hudson, welcome in, guys. I will tell her that you guys popped on. I appreciate you joining me. It's been a rough one here, unless you're Steeler fans, in which case you're enjoying this one quite a lot. Browns have been brutal. We've been talking about it. Reminding everybody what the expectations of the season are for the Browns, and remember that it was not to win. That was your expectation, but it was the Super Bowl. Not this season. Not this season. It's not. But maybe in 2 or 3 seasons, when Watson is completely gone and all of his caps hits are totally gone, and you've got all these young players, Schlesinger in his 3rd year, Judkins in his 3rd year. Unnamed draft picks from next year in their 2nd years. Like, oh, guess what also happens? Your brand new stadium. Like, hopefully they'll be set up for success by 27, 28, 29. That's the plan, whether we like it or not. And if Haslam can be patient, and he might get rewarded for it. They also could be 1-8 in 4 weeks, and he gets an itchy trigger finger, and that's it. And then we're back to square one. This draft class may be single-handedly saving Andrew Berry his job. Maybe, Alex. It's very possible. Very possible. 2nd and 1 with 9 seconds left. Sanders will float it into double coverage, and it's almost picked off. Would have been the 6th Browns turnover of the game. With 6 seconds left. Let's see if the Browns can punch one in the paint here. Guys, I appreciate you being on. As I promised, after the stats, I will go ahead and show you what the game thinks the mock draft number 1 is, just so you can start to get excited about a few names. As Shador's going to take off. He's going to get into the end zone with 0 seconds, and the Browns do score a touchdown. And Shador Sanders has his first NFL touchdown. It's a scramble with 0 seconds left, and they have an elaborate team celebration in the end zone. 47-13. Over under a 59.5. Holy moly, that's a lot of points in an NFL football game. Mercifully, it comes to an end. Coaches are shaking hands. Kevin Stefanski wants to go crawl in a hole and not come out for a while. That's right. Hey, you know what? I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I'd like to throw my name in the hat for a GM. I'll do it for half the amount of money that Andrew Berry's doing it for. All right, guys. Appreciate you being on. Phil Nagy on Sports of the Channel did certainly not go the way we wanted to, but hey, you know what? If they win in real life, guess what we get to do? Flush this game from the existence of humanity as I force the Browns to win. Rodgers today, 23 of 38, 267, just 2 touchdowns. He didn't really need any more. Warren, 19 for 70 and a touchdown. Rodgers, 3 for 12. He also had a rushing touchdown in this one. Warren also had 5 catches, 4 for Austin, 3 for Jonnu Smith, 3 for 60 for DK Metcalf. They really shut him down pretty well. The back end, they just had short field after short field after short field. Whoops, that's the wrong button, Phil. Leading tackler today, Patrick Queen. Also Peyton Wilson, the 2 middle linebackers in this base 3-4 system. Sacks today, 2.5 for Cam Hayward as he just took Batonio to lunch. 1.5 for Highsmith, 1 for Watt, and a half for Keanu Benton, their second-year player out of Wisconsin. Joey Porter with 2 picks today, including one of them that went to the house. Deshaun Elliott had 1, and Darius Slay had 1. They also had a forced fumble on a kick that the Browns gave them as well. Oh, boy. A 15 and a 51 are your passer ratings today. Gabriel was 5 for 11 for 41, 2 picks. Shador, 17 of 30 for 214 and 2 picks. Sampson, 10 carries for 12 yards and a fumble. 8 for 32 for Quinshon. He's had more than 8 carries. 7 for 75 for Dylan Gabriel. So he did do that, and 2 for 16 in the touchdown. So both the quarterback's best thing was their running of the football. Oops, that's the wrong button. 6 for 68 and 2 drops for the Chief. 5 for 37 and 2 drops for Isaiah Bond. 3 for 58 and a drop for Jamari Thrash. That's 5 drops from your top 3 receivers. Just 2 catches for Judy Hay, but he didn't drop any. 2 for Judkins, 2 for Fannin, 1 for Corley that came a yard short at the end of the half. Larvidan, 32-yarder, and another just a straight drop. No other stats for Dylan Sampson in the pass game. 14 tackles for Schlesinger. He's a beast. How about 5 TFLs as well? 8 for Bush, 8 for Harden, 7 for Denzel. He played a nice game as well. Sacks today for the Browns. Collins and McGuire getting home, and no turnovers. They didn't force any fumbles or have any interceptions. Well, mercifully, this one comes to an end. 47-13. Again, hang with me. I will show you the first mock draft of the season. And again, you don't need to know what the record are because we are mirroring reality. So the record is exactly what they are in real life. When we simmed it, we lost. There you go. To the Vikings, 20-9 rather. All right, here we go. So as I told you, the top guys from Clemson's defense have been going early. They are not playing well. But here's the mock draft that they have. T.J. Parker, Arch Manning, of course, is not going to go number 2 to the Jets. Ruben Bain, he's the pass rusher. They have us taking the big right tackle, Francis Mayaga. Caden Proctor is a beast from Alabama. I would probably take Proctor over Mayaga just because he's a left tackle. That's just me. Then you got Caleb Downs. There's Peter Woods, the other Clemson defender who is underachieving. Christian Miller, a nose tackle from Georgia. Keldrick Falk from Auburn. Cornerback from Tennessee. There's the other Ungalele. Malik Muhammad, a cornerback. There's Jeremiah Love to the Commies. Avion Terrell from Clemson. A.J. Harris, the quarterback from Penn State. Caleb Banks, defensive tackle from Florida. Jair Hill from Michigan. Spencer Fano. Oscar Delp, tight end from Georgia, going to the Bengals. Isaiah World, big 6'8" left tackle from Oregon. He was in the portal this year. Ohio State almost got him. To the Broncos, Caden Green, the left guard. Gabe Jacost, the pass rusher from Illinois, who we'll see this weekend. Harold Perkins, Austin Barber. And there we go. Caleb Lomo, the big 6'6", 306 left tackle for us. That's the Jaguars pick right now, currently at 25. Tacario Davis from Washington, Eli Stowers. There's Nussmeier to the Colts. Suntarine Perkins, Parker Brailsford, Jalen Kilgore, and finally Dylan Thieneman to the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's mock draft number 1 again. That's just a preloaded draft class. Who knows what it actually ends up looking like. The net result is that the Browns are losers in the sim, and it was a brutal one as well. I do appreciate you spending an hour and 7 minutes of your time with me tonight, guys. I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. You guys really are the best, and the reason that we keep doing it week after week after week. So we'll have an in-game chat on Sunday at 1 o'clock. If you want to join us, you can do this so on our Discord channel. We'll chat during the Real Browns game and pray that it looks better than it looked just then. All right, guys. Thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your night and have a good beginning of your weekend. Go Bucks, of course, on Saturday. Today we'll say go Steelers. And as always, go Browns.